The world of fitness has changed. I feel it in the kitchen. I feel it in the gym. Much that once was is lost. It began with...
And this is the most minor mistakes that I've seen in the whole video. This is minor. Coach Greg, in today's video, it's on Allyiahs' face. And it's not actually on her face, it's actually on her diet. She recently posted a video called What I Eat in a Day to Lose Weight and Be Healthy. Easy and realistic. She has close to 500,000 followers who are all being tricked into thinking that she knows what she's doing when it comes to losing weight. Why? Well, because in the thumbnail, there's a photo of her on the left where she's a little bit overweight and a photo on the right where she's clearly lost a lot of weight. And because she has so many followers, a lot of people are looking up to her and say, hey, she has a lot of followers, therefore she must give good quality information. No, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Just because somebody has a lot of followers doesn't mean they know anything about what they're talking about. She knows a lot about vlogging and probably about her face. Her channel is called Allyiahs' Face. Probably knows a lot about makeup and making yourself look pretty and all kinds of stuff. And that's great. Follow her for that. But when you want to know how to lose weight, no, I've already watched the video and it's a freaking doozy. You are not going to believe the level of misinformation that this girl is spewing. She knows zero about losing weight. Zero. She doesn't know anything. Why did she lose weight? Because she ate less food. If you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. She just ate less food. She cracked her calories, macros, and everything and got it all wrong. Not a little bit wrong. So wrong, you're going to be shocked. Stay to watch the video. Be prepared to be like, oh my God. And I went and read the comments on the video, and no one's calling her out. I'm like, why are people so freaking stupid? Morons.
So today's video is going to be my what I eat in a day to, be healthy, to lose weight, all of that. With what I'm showing you guys, it is a caloric deficit for most, so you will lose weight eating, if you eat what I eat, what I'm showing you.
No, it's not a caloric deficit for most. It's for some. And if you're in a calorie deficit, yes, you will lose weight. But guess what? She has no freaking clue how to track calories. She ate way more calories than she thinks she did. Why do you think so many people are not losing weight? And they're like, oh, calories in, calories out. That doesn't work because I track my calories and it doesn't make sense. I didn't lose weight. I gained weight. Why? Because you don't know what you're freaking doing. And she's not eating the way she should to lose weight. She doesn't know any better. She's going to suffer on her diet and eventually rebound and gain the weight back. Guaranteed it's going to happen. Guarantee it. And I'm right 99.7% of the time, so you can bet on it.
Just a disclaimer, I am not a health physician. I am not a nutritionist. I have just learned over the time what works best for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna be showing you guys what I eat.
So just a disclaimer, I'm not a health physician or a nutritionist, and I don't watch Coach Greg's channel. So clearly everything I say doesn't make sense. So watch at your own risk. That's what the disclaimer should have said. Kind of like swim at your own risk. There's no lifeguard. Listen to me at your own risk because I never watched Coach Greg. So everything I say is just a guess.
So first things first is I'm going to have my protein coffee. I like to drink this first thing in the morning after I'm done working out.
So first things first, only first things last. She's having her protein coffee post-workout. That's right. She goes to the gym, works out, then after has coffee. Coffee's a stimulant, give you energy to go work out harder than last time. The protein in the coffee, had she drank it before working out, would have been her first opportunity for muscle growth. Muscle protein synthesis could have occurred at this point. But no, she chose to work out fasted. Yeah, because it's fasted, it's gonna work. Because if you don't do your cardio fasted or train fasted, it doesn't count. You don't actually burn calories. No, that's a freaking myth. Drink your freaking protein coffee for breakfast before you train. Oh, I just finished training. Now I need a coffee. What?
What?
Newsflash, first thing in the morning is not after you're done working out. First thing in the morning is first thing in the morning. You know, I like to educate people. I need you to know what the first thing in the morning is. It's actually the first thing. If you train and then have protein coffee, that's the second thing in the morning.
I like to drink this first thing in the morning after I'm done working out. Within about 30 minutes after a workout is when I like to do this. So
first comes before second. Are you with me? I hope you're with me. Hopefully that's not above your head. I know there's some younger viewers. Some of you might not be over the age of 6 and not understand that. First comes before second.
And then I just mix it with my Gauge Life supplements, protein powder. I prefer vanilla protein powder. I'm doing 1.5 scoops, and all the caloric information will be at the end if you guys are interested in the breakdown of calories.
And it's not all bad. I do see the word ninja in the background, so she does get 1 point for using a proper blender. It's a smaller ninja blender, but at least she's on the right track in that regards.
I do intermittent fast.
And she intermittent fasts. Yay! I mean, come on, people. I'm 2 minutes into a 20-minute video. I'm already losing my mind.
But essentially, I have periods of time where I eat and periods of time where I fast. So I typically have my first meal between 12 and 2 o'clock.
She just had meal 150 calories of protein and coffee. That counts as not fasting. Fasting is when you don't eat. Just because you drank your calories doesn't mean it doesn't count as not fasting. You ate breakfast. It was a protein coffee. That's meal 1. You are no longer fasting. You were fasting up until the point you drank the freaking meal 1, which was a protein coffee. It gets worse, way worse. What's wrong with my voice?
So it's currently 12:30 today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my breakfast started. But before I start cooking,
she's gonna get her breakfast now between 12 and 2, meal 1, even though she already had breakfast. Listen, everyone, breakfast means you're breaking a fast. You fasted overnight when you were sleeping, and now it's a break-in fast. Breakfast, break, fast. That's where the name came from. You learning something? Boy, this is so good.
I am going to show you guys the vitamins and things like that that I take. So I always take all of my vitamins about 30 minutes before my first meal.
Her first meal being between 12 and 2, only her first meal was at approximately 9:30, which is about 30 minutes after her first workout of the day.
So the first vitamin that I have here is my multivitamin. I prefer the gummies. These do have a little bit of sugar and a few extra calories, but...
Oh, multivitamin gummies with a little bit of sugar. But I just gotta have that, but I'm fasting. I'm just gonna have protein coffee and then sugar vitamins before I break my fast.
To me, I don't really get a lot of sweets in my diet, so this is perfect for me. It's kind of like candy in my opinion. So this is just a multivitamin. I suggest everyone take a multivitamin, even if you aren't, you know, on a diet or anything. Multivitamins are just really, really good for you. They, you know, they provide all the essential vitamins that you need, basically. So this is just a nature-made brand. I think I got it at Target. You can get whatever kind, it really doesn't matter. I just get this kind because I like the way they taste, so.
Sounds like Allie when she eats her sweetest berries, candies, Sour Patches, Gummy Worms, pickle pizza, and the list goes on and on. And next up, she takes biotin gummies, more candies to help grow her hair. More candies, yay!
And these taste so good. I need to buy some more. It's like a watermelon mint flavor, I think. But these are good for male and, well, women and men.
It's good for men, women, and don't forget circles. It's good for circles. I actually take biotin sometimes myself. I do.
The next supplement that I take is a vitamin D3, or vitamin, should I say. Now this is also in my multivitamin, but I take it separate as well because it's just really good for your immune system. And in my opinion, getting as much vitamin D as possible is really, really good. It keeps me in a good mood. So
I'm pretty sure it's those gummy candies that you're eating before the vitamin D3 that's putting you in that good mood. Those delicious candy vitamins. Oh, we like those.
They're very, very little, tiny. They're really small. I don't know if you can see them, but.
That's what she said. No, she didn't say that there. She didn't say it was small. Nope.
The next one that I take is a B12 vitamin. Now this is also in my multivitamin, but I take a little bit extra because this is great for boosting your metabolism. At least that's what I use it for.
Well, that's what she said, but no, it's not going to boost your metabolism. No, it's not going to burn off all those love handles. No, sorry, you need to be in your calorie deficit. Vitamin B12, you're not adding it to lose weight. Sorry. And guess what? Let's say it did. Let's say it helped. You just counteracted that by consuming several calories of gummy candies in the multivitamin and biotin candy. Right, Dave? Yeah.
The next supplement that I take is an apple cider vinegar pill. Now, I prefer to take this in pill form rather than a shot of apple cider vinegar because no one wants to taste that.
That's what she said. And apple cider vinegar to boost the metabolism. You know what would really boost the metabolism? Go for a walk. But why would I want to do that? That takes effort.
The last supplement that I take is a CLA. I actually take 3 of these a day. I take one before my first meal, one with my second meal, and then one before my last meal. The way it was explained to me is they kind of suppress your appetite, low-key.
And she takes CLA because it suppresses her appetite and maybe it boosts her metabolism again. Well, no, CLA does not suppress your appetite. Sorry, it's not going to do that. Do you know what would suppress your appetite? Low-calorie dense foods from my cookbook. If you eat low-calorie dense food, your stomach is stretched out. It's more full on very few calories. And you end up eating less because you're not hungry all the time. We haven't even gotten into the diet portion. Just wait for this.
So now it's time for our actual first meal. I am so hungry, I'm so ready to eat. So let's get in the kitchen and get cooking.
And it's time for her first meal because she's so freaking hungry at this point. Ghrelins punching her in the face. She's gonna want to binge because she's been starving herself all day, except for that first meal that didn't count the coffee protein thing. You remember that one?
So I've gone ahead and just cut my avocado in half. Like I said, we're only gonna be using a half of an avocado. You can use more if you prefer, but for my dietary purposes, I'm only gonna do half. So while I'm getting the avocados ready, I'm gonna go ahead and just put my toast in the toaster. Since this bread is frozen to start, I leave it in here for a very, very long time. Plus, I like my toast very, very toasted, okay?
So her breakfast at 12:30 is meal 1, but it's actually meal 2, and it's a high-calorie dense food, avocado, lots of healthy fats, and so on. Perfectly healthy food. So the toast is already done and popped, and now she's gonna cook the egg. Seems weird. You're gonna have cold toast. So it's avocado toast with an egg. It's also got tomatoes. It's a perfectly healthy breakfast, it is. However, she's eating her breakfast at 12:30 and she's calling it meal 1 when it's clearly meal 2 because at 9:30 she had meal 1.
I'm going to take a olive oil cooking spray and just spray this in the pan. You can use olive oil or whatever you prefer. I just like to use this as it does not have any calories.
And she... Hold on. And she's using an olive oil cooking spray because it has 0 calories. So she just goes spray it on there for 4 full seconds because it has 0 calories. Because olive oil, when it's sprayed, it doesn't have calories. It only has calories when it's in oil form if you pour it out. If you spray oil, it doesn't have calories. It changes the physical properties of the actual oil that you're spraying on your pan. The olive oil she's using, it's magical. It has 0 calories. It actually has 40 calories. 40 calories you just added that you didn't know it had calories. But this is somebody that you're listening to because she lost weight. She has a lot of followers. Clearly, she has good information. No!
Now that the pan is nice and hot, I'm just going to take our egg and crack it right in.
She clearly needs to add the entire egg to the meal because how else would she get enough fat in her diet? I mean, after all, she's only eating avocado. Not like there's a lot of fat in there. So those of you who are actually looking to lose weight, you know what this woman could have done? She could have had the egg white without the yellow and not sprayed the friggin' pan for 4 seconds. It would have saved 100 calories. 100! Just think, this woman is taking all these vitamins hoping to boost her metabolism to burn off fat and calories. She could have just sprayed the thing for a couple seconds less and saved that many calories that she's not going to save anyway. 100 less calories without even trying.
So while the egg finishes up on the stove, we're gonna go ahead and get our avocados and everything on the toast so that the egg can go on top and we can eat because I'm hungry.
Remember, she's freaking starving to this point because Grelin keeps punching in her face because she's neglected her appetite and saved her calories for later. She didn't decide to eat. She never chose to eat when she was actually hungry. No, I can only eat later in the day. Why would you do that to yourself? Why?
As you guys can see, I like my toast a little darker. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take the pieces of avocado. I'm gonna take a fork and just kind of like mash. This is when I'm gonna take a little bit of some sea salt and some pepper. Just sprinkle. Then I'm gonna add in the tomatoes. Of course, you can skip this if you're not a tomato eater. I know people are pretty picky about tomatoes, but I like tomatoes, so I like to add them in.
I mean, they are very healthy and very low calorie dense foods. It's gonna add to the satiety of the meal, make you more full. Because let's face it, this is a very high calorie dense meal. It's a little bit of food and it has a lot of calories, okay? So if you're trying to lose weight, you might be pretty hungry on this diet.
And then we're gonna take our fried egg and place it right on top, and boom.
Boom. So do you really think this woman tracked these calories accurately? The avocado, half of it, 120 calories. Does that look like a shit ton of freaking avocado? No way did she weigh that out and track the calories right. There was for sure 150 calories in there. You know it and I know it. The egg, 60 calories in a whole egg. Are you serious? You know there's 75 calories in that egg. It didn't count any calories from the spray, so she's clearly underreporting calories. Guess what? The majority of people underreport calories by approximately 30%. You see this? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Underreporting of calories. But it is be like, oh, I only eat 1,200 calories a day. I have a slow metabolism. Meanwhile, you're probably eating 1,800. You don't even realize it.
Next time on Coach Greg.
What? Do it? Can we make a trilogy on this one? What? I mean, I'm literally getting mad at this point. So she, in fact, said the exact freaking opposite of what's the truth. But check this out, it's the best part.